Damn, been a minute.
Alright, Santi, this is Take On.
But that shit is
Once
trash.
again, Take
You like
On.
who he dissing, bitch, I'm dissing you now. Get it back, bitch, I'm GBG. Call me G.O. aka to go. His bitch wanna talk, don't wanna speak, bitch, come and give me throw. When I drop
Yo, welcome
a
back,
song,
y'all. Back to another episode of Building Blocks. It's your boy Lonely. We got Gio with us, my co-host, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And we got a special guest with us today, one of the greatest photographers to ever touch a fucking camera.
I agree.
We got my boy, Kenny. Well, I love Kenny. I love you, Kenny.
You can go by both. So,
I love you,
What's
Kenny.
up, guys?
What's up, y'all? What's up? Oh, man. All right. Well, first of all, I ain't gonna lie.
It's been a minute, bro.
It's been a minute, yeah, since we actually recorded like a new episode. I know we've been putting out consistently, but those episodes were like recorded for like a minute ago
we
and
had
shit.
those in the tuck for a little bit, so.
Yeah, but I think, is this the first episode we've recorded in the new year?
Yeah.
Like recorded in the new year, right?
Yeah, because I think the New Year special, we did that like
We did that
the
before.
week before New Year's.
And then, damn, yeah, this is the first. So this is our first 2023 episode officially. I mean, we
Facts.
dropped one, but this is the first one recording and shit. But yeah, how you doing, bro?
Chilling, bro. You know, living life.
Living life, relaxing. This nigga cool as shit.
Living life, bro.
All right, my bad. All right, man. So nigga just laid back and shit.
You know how that
I'm
goes.
chilling, man.
Well,
Feel
I
me?
personally know you and shit. For anyone who doesn't know, me and Kenny grew up together. We've been in school together since like what, kindergarten, right?
Yeah, bro.
The kindergarten? I ain't know that,
Yeah,
nigga. I thought y'all
kindergarten.
knew each other from like high
For
school.
a
and
hot
shit.
minute, bro.
Nah,
For a hot
yeah,
minute.
like gotta be 17 years now, something like
That's
that. Yeah.
crazy.
Shit, crazy. Yeah,
Yeah.
It wasn't always like, you feel me? It was a little rough in between.
Little rough patches and
Yeah.
shit.
Nah, you know what I'm saying? It was.
It was mostly because it was definitely because of me, but it was kind of because you two. I don't know if you want to touch on any of that. I should have asked you before the episode. We usually
I
ask
mean-
people if you want to touch on certain things or don't, but
We could touch on it if you want, but
it's up to you.
niggas ain't always see eye to eye.
Nigga hated that part of life. Nah, yeah, for sure. But you know,
Is there a certain time like grade? What grade was it that was?
I would say like elementary school, like
Okay.
niggas was like chilling.
yeah, I know.
Middle school is
I
just
think
like
elementary
where-
school we were cool.
Middle school where it kind of got like iffy. You know what I'm saying? Like
middle school got iffy.
sometimes it was cool, sometimes it wasn't. Sometimes, you know. But like after high school, that's when we like got a lot closer. Like,
I believe it was freshman year. Like
Yeah.
niggas got the P4 and all of that, and
started hopping on the
I
game and
remember I
shit.
hit him up, and I'm like, yo, let's chop it up. And niggas was just in a party chopping it up and shit like that. But we'll get to that. We'll get to that and shit. We like to start, with every guest we have on and shit. We want to, we want you to introduce yourself.
Facts.
This is about creators at the end of the day, and you are a photographer. I think you're trying to get into videography,
yeah,
right?
trying to get into that right now.
So, just tell everybody who you are, where you're from, how you started
For
in
the people
photography.
that don't know you,
Yeah.
just who's
Who's
Kenny?
Kenny?
Where you from? Yeah.
I grew up in Southside. I think I was there for like 14 years,
Yo,
and then I moved out.
What's your ethnicity?
Bro, why you on my dick, bro? Why you on my dick?
Nah, what's your ethnicity?
Bro,
though?
niggas
like,
don't
where
even-
your
bro, why you
family?
moving federal, bro?
Like, where your family from?
I'm German, bro. That's
Okay,
it. I'm German.
Alright,
German.
so
Yeah,
you
I
German.
remember this conversation. This was on the fucking
Yeah.
the Zoom shit.
I'm German, bro. That's
Okay,
it.
alright,
Anyways,
bet.
so after like 14 years, I moved over to like Ozone side. It's like a lot calmer. There was just a lot of problems over there in
Wait,
terms of.
when you were born, you lived in Southside. Like when you were born, your family lived in
Yep.
Southside already.
Yep.
Okay.
So I was moving a lot house to house just because financial problems and like there was a hood that niggas just had problems in general.
Right.
And niggas' life was at risk or whatever, but I'm not going into that. But niggas moved eventually out the hood, and then
Yeah, you live in a nice area now.
I live in a nice
yeah?
area now. I live in a farm.
You live
know
in
how
a
that goes.
nicer area.
Yo, was you that ass? Is actually a
Yeah,
Nah,
bro, I got my own pigs. I got sheep. I got all that. I got cattle and shit.
We just have a running joke that Kenny lives on a farm only because I think it was literally because of one time we were in the PlayStation party
Niggas with crickets,
and
bro.
you heard mad crickets and
Crickets,
like
bro.
it sounded real farm
rural,
like
like southern
it sounded
type
like
shit?
yeah that nigga was on the field like
Nigga got
so
cicadas and shit in the
yeah
backyard.
so ever since then we just jacked that nigga live on a farm but he lives out the way kind of
Alright.
yeah he lives out the way for sure but nah yeah so from Southside and shit so you were there for a long time then you moved and all of that but when did you start photography?
So I had this one man's. Pretty sure we all know him. Yeah. Anyways, I'm not gonna name drop, but
Okay.
we all know him.
Yeah.
It
Took me a little minute. I'm not gonna lie.
Nah, I got it. I just thought he was gonna say the name. I'm like,
I know whether or not, but
yeah, nah, it's
you know,
cool. It's cool.
I'll shout him out.
He's an ally. He followed us the other day.
Oh, shout out my nigga Elvis.
Yeah.
Yes,
Korea.
sir.
You know how that go.
Yes,
But it was my senior year of high school. It was on my birthday that we were outside of Coldstone.
Which birthday?
18th, 19th, one of those two. Don't even matter. But anyways, so we outside of Coldstone, bro. It's raining. All my friends is inside. I'm outside by myself, lonely, like on some like movie shit.
Yeah, why?
Okay.
What? I don't even know, bro. I don't even know.
Yeah, you was reflecting on life and
He was
shit.
depressed.
I was fake reflecting on life because I really did not know what I wanted to do.
Okay.
I think I was really going like typical route, going to college and
Yeah.
trying to get a career after that. But I was pretty much outside. Elvis eventually came outside with me. He was talking to me because he did photography before that, and I would always go to shoots with him and my other man's Wajid. And I would always want to pick up his camera and just fuck with it, just because I was bored. I was just there. So I was like, yo, let me like take some pictures or whatever. Eventually, I fake kind of liked it, but I didn't want to get into it. But yeah, he won that day outside of Coldstone. It was in the rain. Nigga that I sat me outside. He's like, yo, so like, what you want to do? It's like, I don't even know, bro.
He was hitting you with some like some
He was
life
hitting me with some
questions.
fucking knowledge, bro. Like he was like,
Was that the intent though, or was it more of like a, yo, so what you want to do, or was it more like, yo, bro, what you gonna do?
well, he really wanted to know what I was gonna do because he wanted me to get into photography with him. He was like, yo, bro, like you picked up a camera, bro. Like you picked up my shit. Like even just like taking those little pictures, like them shits is tough. Like get into it. I'm just like, I don't know, bro, because
Never had a passion for it.
I never had a passion. I don't know anybody else that does photography. I don't know the only other connection I would have would be like my friends that like taking pictures, but even that's not on some crazy shit, not on some all in shit. So after that, one day me and him went to, I think it was Best Buy. I bought a camera. History since then. I'm taking pictures then.
Okay. So, all right. So
What was your first camera, bro?
Oh yeah, that's a good question.
I think it was a Canon T7i, bro. That shit was ass.
Same one too, bro. My first
That
one.
shit was ass.
I know
bro.
nothing about cameras. Why
That
is
shit
it
was
ass?
ass, bro. I
You
hated
know,
that
you know
shit.
why I thought it was tough? Because it was touchscreen and you could flip it out,
Yeah, bro.
Why is it ass?
It was just.
It's real beginner, bro. Like it's like the shit that this one could do. You can't do none of that.
None
bro.
of that.
It's mad basic, bro.
Yeah.
So that was your first camera, right? So what camera are you on now? Like you don't have to say which
I
camera,
got a-
but like which
I got a Sony camera now.
you got a Sony camera, and this is your what, second, third,
This is my second camera.
second camera and shit.
And bro, the jump from this one to like the Sony camera is way different, bro. Like quality wise, just techniques you could do with it is way different from what you could do with like a Canon, like a beginner friendly camera. Like it's way different, bro. Even now, I'm still learning, bro. I had this shit for like a year.
And you still learning.
What I'll compare to the T7R, bro, is literally like somebody who's taking like if you was taking pictures in your phone, that's literally the next.
The
shit
same.
up.
That is like
Yeah.
right next.
Yeah,
okay,
it's
right after
mad
that.
easy to use.
I see.
bro.
I see what you're
Bro,
saying.
respectfully, I've seen better iPhone pictures with. Than
That's what I'm saying,
That
yeah.
shit. So what you end up doing with that camera? You sold it? You just threw
Bro,
it out?
I sold that shit, bro, for my new camera, bro.
Yeah.
Okay.
'Cause
I bet. So you buy so you bought that first camera, right? You start taking pictures and all of that. What's like how do you start getting out there? Like, do you start offering free shoots? Do you just shoot with some friends? Do you hit some people up? You know what I'm saying? You were still in high school at this time, right?
nah, now.
Oh, no, you was out of high school already.
Yeah, I'm going into college now. So what I did was, Wajid. He likes
He taking pictures.
He loves taking pictures, bro. Like that's just his thing. Like
Yeah, he's a
he wanted
church.
to get into modeling, but I don't know what that nigga doing. But
Yeah, gave up.
whatever. So I would do a lot of pictures with him. And at the time, I think before his account got banned, he had a big ass following. So I would just take mad shoots with him. Eventually, I had people hit me up from him. And then eventually, you hit me up once you seen it because you started tapping in with that. And then after that, after I pretty much got Yatu, I pretty much got connections through Ya. So I was basically networking through my friends because they had people that also wanted to take pictures. Like, I think my biggest example from you was my son Manzi, who I did a shoot with yesterday.
Shout out Menzi too. I think
Shout out my son Manzi,
Yeah,
bro.
shout out, Manzi.
I think it was his manager. I forgot who it was, but she had hit you up to do a
Oh
shoot.
yeah. It was like a mutual art. Like we both know this artist from Toronto. She's actually a really cool person, but I guess she just mutually like she also knew him and she knew me, and she's been tapped in for a while. She want to work and stuff, but I'm like, I just haven't. She wants me to go to Canon. I'm like, I don't know how possible that is right now, but nah, you know, sometime in the future for sure. But yeah, she just she had hit me up and asked me who my photographer was, or she needs a photographer, and then I sent her your page, but I thought she needed it for herself. I don't remember her telling me she needed it for a friend, but whatever. Regardless, then she sent it to Manzi. Manzi hit you up, and that's how that went. Yeah. I went to that shoot with you, that first shoot.
And my son is coming from New Jersey too, bro. That's why I appreciate that nigga, bro.
Yeah, for sure. Because I'm sure he could have found a bunch of photographers like in between or whatever, like in Jersey and he pulled up. Yeah, man, that's the best thing. I think networking in general is just the best. Networking, no matter what you're doing, photography, videography, whatever. At first, especially when you first start, that's the easiest way to get out there. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to form those connections, because in forming those connections will get you more connections, and the more connections, that's how your name get out there. And, you know, people start taking you a little more serious and shit. You know what I mean?
Even them, bro. Just having the motivation to do it, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, bro, if you're creative or anything, really, it don't even necessarily have to. What happened?
I like that.
Oh yeah, shout out. This is my boy Todd Benzo, masterpiece.
Nah, W.I.
Nah, word, W.I.
But nah,
paid sponsored.
What was I saying? When you start out, it don't even necessarily have to be quality work, but niggas just have to see your shit.
Yeah, they have to see you consistently. I mean, even when you put out quality work, even if you were to just like say you first start and you put out quality work, for some reason, if you're new, whether it's quality or not, people just don't take you serious. So
nobody's tuned into you, so it's not doing no motion. Keep
going, and then you know that motion builds up, and people start fucking with you and shit like that. All right, so how does one? Because you know me, I get my pictures taken, but I've never been behind the camera. I don't even think I plan on ever being behind the camera. But how does one work on photography? How does one get better? How do you advance? What do you do to get better from shoot to shoot?
Personally, it's just trial and error, to be honest. Because from my first shoots, like if I was to compare my first shoots to my last shoots, I feel like there's little techniques that you teach yourself. Because I took a photography class in college. Bro, that shouldn't teach me shit, bro.
Yo,
like everything I learned in that shit, bro. I been knew that, and I told myself
like 101 shit, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like
ISO, fucking frame rate,
thirds, bro. Like don't let your subject heads cut up, bro. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, bro.
Word.
Like shit, you did teach yourself already.
Yeah, bro. Like it was the most basic shit, bro. Like photography, in my opinion, is probably one of the easiest skills to learn, but it's one of the hardest skills to master.
Talk your shit, Kenny.
I like that.
I feel like everybody got their own style, and everybody wants to have the same style as someone else. Once you build your own style, bro, like that shit is tough.
Yeah, I feel like photographers, to differentiate yourself, you kind of need to find your own little sauce. Because obviously, like, there's gonna be like there could be like maybe a template that you start from, and then you start building to it. Because if you're just, why would I go to you if I could go to 3 other yous? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, you got to make yourself stand out, have a little bit of your own sauce to it and shit like that. Nah, most definitely. I mean, do you have any type of preferred shoots? Do you? I know there's different. I don't know what. I know there's like lifestyle, like things
creative,
like that. Creative, editorial.
Like,
I don't know any of them shits, but
I feel like most of my stuff like
our lifestyle,
could fall into like lifestyle, street photography kind of thing. You know, I dabble in the fucking studio, you know what I'm saying? But that's if a nigga want to.
Yeah.
Yo, when you started out, did you ever like do test shits or just like city pictures, like landscape shits?
You know, I was going to. I never really got into it. I did it one time with Chico when he was fucking doing that
his
shit.
Voice right now.
Yeah, word. This nigga sound mad cool.
My bad. Yeah, nigga scared me. Nigga startled me. Nah, but yeah, my fault.
I went one time with Chico, bro, in the city. Bro, let me tell y'all this story, bro. Right, this is the one time I did it. Like, I was just going out just shooting, bro. So, niggas is in Soho, right?
We
like, huh?
I was there?
No. Okay. It was just me and him.
That's weird.
Bro, we in the city, right? I think you were supposed to come, but you had, like, I don't know, something
baited.
Fake.
Yeah.
I baited? Maybe I baited.
Anyways, so, I'm in the city. We taking pictures. I'm with Chris. Bro, some random nigga gonna see us taking pictures. He's like,
I remember this.
Yeah, photographers? We like, we both just started. We mad excited. We're like, yeah, bro. Like, you know, check our shit out. Blah blah blah. Chris showing him, Chico showing him.
It don't matter. I call him Chris on this shit.
Alright, yeah, fuck that nigga. Anyways,
yeah, fuck that.
So, Chico showing him his shit. He's like, oh, these shit look really good.
Yeah.
Bro, I show him my shit. Nigga goes, you know, his look a little bit more professional.
Yeah.
Can I talk to you for a sec? I'm like, damn.
Are you dead ass to your face too?
Yeah.
Word to everything to my face.
And then he booked with Chris, and he ended up shooting with Chris because Chris used to be a photographer. I think first, I think before music, or maybe at the same time. I don't know.
Nah, before music.
Before music, so he used to be a photographer, and then he
Yeah, that was his thing for a little bit.
he just fucking fell off where like he does everything else.
That nigga shitting on me. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
nah,
I
I would've
remember
been
him
tight,
telling me
bro.
that. I was like, damn.
And that's the thing, bro. When niggas shit on me, bro, it makes me want to like just be better.
Yeah, for sure. I think
That's
that's
the
the biggest motivation is getting shitted on, bro. Like, I feel like for anybody, like getting put down, or maybe like, wow, why was that funny?
And I was like, you about to do a bit right now, bro.
Nah,
Think about to clip this shit.
I'm just saying, like anytime a person like I don't want to say what I was gonna say. Anytime a person like belittles you or whatever, just plays with your talent or whatever, just doesn't give you the credit you feel like you deserve. That's when you get in your bag, and then you feel me. You really get to your
That'd be
shit.
TikTok clip.
Nah, you see, I ain't want
TikTok clip right there.
Yo, it's like when we had
Nigga
fucking
resisting it now, bro.
It's like when we had David on. Nigga was like, "This about to be a clip." I'm like, "Don't do that, nigga. What the fuck? Don't call out when what's about to be a clip."
But you know what's crazy? Is that about to be a clip though?
It might be a clip. I mean, no, not anymore. Well, maybe now
We'll
that
see.
it fucked up. But anyway, the biggest motivation in life is just people shitting on you. Because when people play with you and they try to like belittle you, that puts you. I mean, there's two type of people. There's the people that like, come on, son, come on. I was about to be in my bag real quick.
Alright, my fault.
There's two different type of people. There's the people who let that, you know, certain shit like that tear them down, and then there's the people that let them, you know, it don't matter, bro.
But
I don't got it in me no more.
Bro,
I had it, bro. You fucked me
My
up.
fault, bro. My fault.
the thing with motivation too is that it depends on the people you got around you.
Yeah, that's true too.
Like-
I mean, it depends. It depends on the people you got around you, but it also just depends on the type of person you are. Because it don't to a certain extent. Like, not to a certain extent. It's very true. If you have a certain group around you, they're just not motivated. They're always like down, whatever. Obviously, that energy is harder to fight from, but you could still make it.
You could still make it.
You know
It's
what I'm
just you're fighting more.
Yeah, but vice versa though. There's people. There could be people around you who are super motivated and super like down to work and, you know, go crazy and shit, and then you're just not. You're not pushing yourself. So at the end of the day, nobody can help you except you. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel that way with a bunch of people I know. I feel like they're surrounded by. I think I'm pretty motivated. I feel like you're pretty motivated.
I feel like for me at least, it's like if I was surrounded by a bunch of photographers and stuff, it'd be a lot easier for me to want to keep pushing for more. You know what I'm saying?
I see.
I'm surrounded by people that are either just doing jobs, either just going to school.
Bots.
Then I wouldn't say
CPUs.
bots. I feel like everybody got their own like.
Yeah, for
everybody got
sure,
their
for
own.
sure.
I'm just fucking
Like this nigga.
Nigga ain't want to violate his friends. That's why.
Nah, I did it. But like, they all got their own shit going on. I feel like I'm
Alright.
really the only nigga really going to school, going to work, and trying to push something else.
Yeah.
You feel like you ever look sometimes, and this doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing or like a diss towards your friends or anything, but you ever be like, damn, you wish they wanted more? Because I felt that way with
For sure.
a bunch of my friends all the
For
time.
sure.
Still feel that way because it's like it sucks.
I had a conversation with two of my friends, and I was just like, "So what do y'all want to do? Like, what are y'all doing now?" There was all like, "Just going where the money takes me." Where's the money taking you, nigga? I told him I'm either going through my career with school, I'm either doing photography, or I'm picking up a side job from my father's business.
Is there a preference? Would you prefer to be a full-time photographer? Or
I would much
full-time?
rather be a full-time photographer.
Okay.
But, you know, life's not perfect. Not
Right.
everything is going to happen. And not everyone succeeds in life. But I'm going to try my damn hardest to succeed. If it don't work, I still got backup options regardless.
Yeah, I get you 100%. See, I'm just too stubborn.
Yeah, I was about to say like, that's a good mindset to have, bro. Like,
You got that mindset?
like 75-25, bro.
I don't got that mindset.
Like, 'cause bro, I really like this video shit. This is all I have, bro.
Yeah.
Right? But I'm still on that side of the fence where it's like anything could happen, bro. I could fall off tomorrow. Something could happen. I could fucking break my camera right now. And I'm not gonna
That's
lie.
not the end of your fucking career.
Nah,
though.
it's
I mean, you
not,
can buy another
but-
camera.
You buy
type
another
shit.
camera.
Yeah,
that wasn't
bro,
like,
like-
that wasn't like breaking your legs or nothing, or like you nigga made it seem like he'll be disabled for the rest of his career.
Nah,
but I
bro.
see what you're saying though. I
But yeah,
understand what
like
you're
if you at the bottom, that's all you got right now. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? I don't have no resources, no connections, none of that shit. But
But for me, at least, I feel like if everything somehow reset for me right now, today. Everything reset. My following went to 0. All my music got deleted. All my studio equipment got burned. Everything I ever worked on got lost. My hard drive got fucked
Still
up.
find a way.
I'm gonna go right back at it. I'm gonna go harder. I think that pushed me to go harder because it's like, all right, now I'm gonna show niggas that no matter what, you could definitely still do it. And it's a little bit of delusion that I have because there is a realistic mindset that you're supposed to have as far as like safety and financial security and things like that. Obviously, but for now,
fuck all that.
I'm all in. You know what I'm saying? But that's people who make it though too, bro. You gotta have that delusion. It's not no fault to any. I think everybody. There's no one right path. So it's not to say Kenny's right or we're right or whoever's right. It's just to say that's my mindset versus somebody else. And I think everybody has their own path. You feel me? Like,
but you feel like that path is like destined, or you feel like niggas work toward that shit?
We had this conversation. Remember?
Like you feel like your future is already set.
Yeah. We had that exact conversation. Remember, I asked you if you think your future is set or why are you laughing? Like, what's wrong with this nigga today?
I don't remember, bro.
You don't remember? Nah. We was in the car. All right, it's fine. That's why I started laughing. Niggas' memory is dirt. No, we was in the car, right? And I had asked you. I said, do you think like people's shit is set?
Yes.
You feel like there's certain people
that are gifted with that shit, bro.
That are gifted with certain like they're handpicked with certain qualities, certain talents, and then they have to reach that potential.
Yeah. Basically, what I was comparing it to, like, I forgot the exact context, but we was talking about like, basically what he said, but. Like people like LeBron, Drake, Bad Bunny, Messi, people like that. It's like, bro, they're not supposed to be as big as they are, or as talent, like as famous as they are. Some people are handpicked to really carry the torch and fucking. I don't know, bro.
You heard that? It was a whole lot of nothing.
I don't even know what the fuck that nigga said.
It was for 10.
I was trying to listen to interpret it, but
I got a cold, bro. My fault,
bro.
But. Yeah, bro. Like, do you understand what I'm trying to go for, though?
I guess.
I guess. But look, you explained it better in the car, but I'm not gonna reiterate anything you said because I don't know what you said. But to answer your question, I don't think nobody's destined for anything. I don't think anything's set in stone. I do feel I'm more free will. That's how I think. I think everybody has choices they make, and it leads to decisions, and then certain things happen, and that's the path you take in life. I don't think anybody's destiny is just confirmed, but I do think everything happens for a reason. So although I don't think everything's set in stone, I feel like whatever decision I make today, that's the reason for whatever happens tomorrow, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So because I don't. It seems so. I just can't live a life where it's like. The decisions you make basically don't matter. They're already set in stone. You know what I mean? Like this was already written for me. I can't do that. It feels hopeless in a sense. Like no matter what decision I made, it's gonna lead to the same outcome. You know what I'm saying? I'm more of like a free will thinker. Like you put your own life in your hands, your emotions and everything around you. You control it. You control the narrative. You know what I'm saying? Manifestation and all of that shit is true. Mm-hmm. And like the more you talk about something, the more you believe in something, the more you think about it and work towards it, it'll really happen. You know what I'm saying? I don't see it as things being set in stone. How about you?
Personally, I just feel like
there's
certain things that have to happen in your life. Like there's certain steps or checkpoints, I would say, where this is supposed to happen regardless of what you did before it.
Okay.
In my opinion.
Okay.
And yes, they could change, but these certain points in your life are supposed to happen, and they're supposed to change who you are.
All right. So,
in my opinion. So
like maybe a death in the family or some shit like that. You're seeing something that changes your life or your viewpoint or whatever.
A relationship. Even if it wasn't supposed to be with the same person, it should have had the same outcome to change how you're supposed to be in the future. Well,
I guess that kind of plays into why I said, like the thing when I said everything happens for a reason. Because, like, for example, I had a terrible fucking relationship, but I feel like it happened when it happened so that I can learn what I learned and then keep it pushing. And, you know what I'm saying? It taught me a lot and all of that. But I guess I could see that also being an outcome.
Looking back on the moments like that for you, because you just said that you more of a free will thinker, whatever. But, fuck, I forgot what I was going to ask now, nigga.
That was me, nigga? What did I do?
Nah. But do you look back on moments like that and do you think that was supposed to happen?
Yeah, like what, like say certain traumatic events and shit like that. Yeah, 100%. Because I feel like it's like it also goes back to what I was saying, like how I was talking about if you're around certain people, like you choose to get motivated or not. It's like if you had certain traumatic experiences, you choose to either let that break you or you learn from it, and you know what I'm saying. So I feel like a life without trauma is just a life without like lessons. You don't learn. Like trauma and pain and all of that shit, that's the biggest teacher. Like
you can't have everything good without the bad. And
nah,
gotta be a balance,
and the bad, I argue the bad is way better than the good, because the bad shows you why the good is so special. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not gonna appreciate anything in life if you never had something taken away from you or something. You never got shitted on, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Those things have to happen, because then it gives you another outlook. And that's what I'm trying to say. I always say perception is everything, because you could perceive something as, damn, life kicking my ass and oh my God, and just start crying. Or you could be like, all right, well, this happened, but this is how I'm gonna move and this is how I react. You can't control anything in your life. You can't control anything outside of your life, right? What happens in the world, maybe certain things like a death in the family or a bad relationship, sometimes it's just out of your control. But what you can control is how you react to those situations. You know what I'm saying? So that's all, bro. Perception is everything. Like how you perceive certain situations you go through, it tells how your life is gonna go. And so I guess I agree with you in the sense that certain things are supposed to happen. I don't know how set in stone they are, but I don't like to think that way, because like I said, I feel like it takes the choice out of life.
I feel like the only thing set in stone is really like the name of the chapter in your story.
Okay, that's fine. The name of the chapter of your story. Okay. So like whatever chapter is, you know what I'm saying? Everything else in there is up to you, but like the name of the chapter, whatever it's focused on, whatever you're supposed to learn in that chapter of your life, that's set in stone. Okay, I get down with that. I get jiggy with that. Yeah,
where you want to be? What's your ideal place in like 10 years from now? Or 5 years from now even?
I say niggas got a team. We got a studio.
Okay.
We're able to have a team where we have videographers, photographers, and we have the studio for ourselves. We also got time to have a bunch of clientele in terms of, like, let's say me and you want to build a team. We have this person, this person, this person. Okay. This nigga want to book a studio. He would pick from whenever one of us. It'd be like if a tattoo parlor with photography, essentially. That'd be the dream.
And do you want to just be a part of this team? Do you want to run the team? Do you want to, like, well, what is the...
Be a part of the team, owner, it don't even matter, bro. I feel like just having a group of niggas that have the same mindset, it's tough. That's why I feel like rap groups is tough, bro. Because they all pushing one another.
I don't think that happens often anymore, though.
I think, bro, it's just because niggas just be jealous of one another, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
jealousy.
I think it's in everything. I don't think it's just music, just people... chasing the same thing, it starts to look like or feel like a competition to them, when it should really just be like, oh wow, that was nasty. Excuse me.
Nigga moving like me right now.
Or if you know, if you're all doing this one thing, you're all reaching different audiences and shit, you could come together and just make this shit work together. I feel like I don't have a group of artists necessarily that are really close to me and shit, but when me and Lonely linked up and we did this building block shit, that was enough for me. That was like, okay, because we complement each other. He's a videographer, I'm an artist, and then we came together, made this idea, and that motivated, I feel like, both of us. Yeah. And we started going like crazy, and we were more consistent. It just, you know, the energy was different. Maybe does it need to be photographers or people behind the camera, or can it just be people with the same mindset?
Probably people with the same mindset.
Yeah, like, because I think just being around that energy is different. I never realized until, like I said,
it's definitely contagious, bro.
It's very contagious. And it's like, if you see a nigga, that's how it should be. Like, it shouldn't be a jealousy thing. If you see one of your mans or somebody you fuck with just doing good, it should be like, damn, yo, I'm proud of that nigga, but like, that makes me want to go harder. You know what I'm saying? Not in a, oh, I'm trying to be better than that nigga, but oh, if that nigga elevating, I kind of want to elevate on the same type of time. You know what I'm saying? I think people miss that point all the time.
And it's like, just because one man eat don't mean someone else can't eat.
Yeah, people feel like, that's what I'm saying. People feel like if that nigga, if Lonely eating, then he eating off of my plate. But no, we could really both have our own plate.
That's
you know what I'm saying,
bro. And it's crazy if you go up together. It's kind of like what I was talking about with the network and sideways shit. But one of y'all go up, both of y'all going up because y'all right here with each other. So one go up. This is both, bro. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with my.
You know what's crazy about networking though, bro?
Right now.
What's up?
Y'all ever seen that thing where it's like, through 5 people, y'all can be anybody in the world?
Yeah.
I never seen
that. That shit is crazy.
It's like you like, no, go ahead, yeah.
So essentially, like, I know you, you know Lonely, Lonely knows this person, I can meet a celebrity through this specific person. It has to be very specific people, but through 5 people, you could dead ass meet anybody in this world, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I agree, because that's what I'm saying. People limit themselves by having that type of mindset. And I mean, sometimes it just feels like, okay, niggas are weirdos, so fuck them. I'm going to do this shit by myself. And I definitely had that mindset before. I think I spoke on this before, but starting Building Blocks definitely opened my views up a little bit, because I'm more open to work with people and shit, just because of the genuine people we've met by doing this and all of that. And it just made me feel better. Like, okay, there's actual genuine niggas who, you know, starting from Lonely, because when I met Lonely at first, I'm like, oh, I've never met this nigga. This nigga's a stranger. He's actually really cool. It's great vibes and great energy. And then, you know, so it shows you there's actual good, genuine people out there who actually are on the same type of time and who are willing to work and go crazy and are just as obsessed. Why did I feel like I was saying that wrong? Obsessed with whatever they're doing on the same type of time you are. And like, for example, we were doing the Aim Below the Neck video, and shout out Kev, shout out Dan, shout out Trey, shout out Chico. Facts. We was out there and just being outside, right? And we were all out there. Those are just like some of the most genuine niggas I've met, you know what I'm saying? Especially in this space. And it's just a bunch of like, between takes, it was just like, all right, Lonely setting up the camera, talking about shots and shit. And then between takes, it's just like, yo, bro, your verse on this shit was fire. He's like, nah, your verse on this shit was fire. Nah, we got to tap in and make a song together. Nah, word, we all got to. So being around that energy, it kind of uplifts you. Like, you know, Chris had that problem where like he loses motivation all the time, but you could see him genuinely like opening up and getting a little happier being around that, you know. And I kind of forgot, like, oh, he's not really around people like that. So, you know, him being around that energy, you could see the difference. It opens you up. It's like being around the right group of people could change your life. And I feel like it's hard to find that group, but once you start finding those people, you start putting the pieces together. Facts. Everything works out in your favor for sure.
And bro, you know, I feel like people be looking at the bigger picture with shit like that too much. Like you gotta take everything baby steps, bro.
Step by step.
You're not gonna find fucking
block by block. Yeah. Building blocks.
You're not gonna find, like, if you Drake, you're not gonna find Drake's team. You're not gonna find the 40. You're not gonna find the Ily. You're not gonna find all that shit right now.
Yeah,
you gotta.
Things take time. They built that team over years. You know what I'm saying? Like. And you don't realize it when you take a step back and realize from where you started to where you are now. You start to realize, oh shit, like how different things were, how much progression you've made, how far you've come. Because when I think about it, when I started music, I ain't know anybody, I ain't start with nobody, and now look, I got a partner, videographer, a group of artists who are all willing to work no time, whenever.
Photographers.
You know what I'm saying? Photographers, right? And then fucking engineers, producers, you know what I'm saying? Crazy. So you start realizing, like, damn, I'm really doing something here. And that's another thing too. I think I struggled with it. I was actually gonna ask you that. You ever feel like you're not giving yourself enough credit, or maybe a little bit too hard on yourself? Or do you think you give yourself the right amount of credit?
You gotta go hard.
Personally, I'm my biggest critic, bro. Yeah. I feel like, personally, to this day, I still think my shit trash. I compare myself to everybody, bro. When I first started, I was always comparing my shit to Korea. So I always thought my shit was dirt. There was one time, I know this nigga not gonna remember, bro. I known only for a minute. We just never like linked up.
Yeah, this is the first time we linking up for those.
But
who
he hit me up one day. He was like, "Yo, bro, like I've been peeping your shit. I know you, Korea's boy. Like your shit is tough, bro. Like keep up the good work. Maybe one day we could tap in." Bro, that was the first time anybody ever told me, like, "Yo," like a random person, matter of fact, a random person, like I really didn't know, was like, "Yo, this shit is hard, bro," and that gave me mad motivation, bro.
Puts the battery in your back.
It's like when I compare my shit to other people, I still think my shit dirty to this day. Bro.
I don't think I'm
laughing because nigga just said I wasn't gonna remember that shit, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
The nigga's memory is shot.
Yeah, bro. I didn't even know you was talking about me. I just registered that shit.
I want y'all to realize something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yo, Lonely's a great guy. He's a great partner. And I asked him the other day. I should have said that to you on that day. I asked him. I'm like, yo. It was right before the new year. I'm like, yo, you know what I'm saying? We doing this building block shit. It's been we started for a couple months. Like, any criticism like that we have for each other, just let it be known now. And we said whatever we said, but I should have told you your memory, yo. This nigga's memory is Ass, bro.
You know what? I think it's over the years it's getting worse.
It's
bro.
getting
I might
worse.
have some
Niggas
shit,
are old.
bro.
You an old head, bro. It's alright though. But nah, yeah.
What was you saying, bro?
Yeah,
My fault.
nah. I forgot what the
bro.
fuck I was saying. Yeah, it's all that drinking. You know, it's all that drinking, killing his fucking brain cells.
Nigga
Nigga.
was killing that shit on the New Year's.
Nah, word. That's what I'm saying, yo, bro. On the New Year's episode, like the alcohol consumption was probably like 80 to 20, like me and him, bro. And the nigga just kept sipping that shit.
Nigga was killing that.
Yo,
shit.
bro, that nigga's a demon, bro. I mean, he's also like 6'10", but you know, whatever. That's not the point. What the fuck was I saying?
You was talking about the
you know, being your biggest critic. I think we all have that same problem, right? But I don't know about the comparing yourself part. I think the comparing yourself part is like, it's a battle you'll never win.
Yeah.
Because I feel like there's always someone you can compare yourself to. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I think the only person you should compare yourself to is you, like the old you. Maybe like, you know, whatever you did before, whatever you potentially can do. Pushing yourself is not a bad thing. Pushing yourself too hard sometimes could be a bad thing. I think people tend to forget, like, it's like I said, where you started from. You kind of forget. Sometimes I do the same thing all the time. Kind of forget to give yourself credit. Sometimes you just need to relax, give yourself a pat on the back. You know what I mean? Because then without no acknowledgement of what you've done, you kind of get lost in the sauce. You know what I'm saying?
Drive yourself insane.
You know what I mean? It'll never be enough. And eventually you have to feel some sort of fulfillment. Nobody else is going to come to you and tell you, like, I mean, they can. Somebody can come up to you and, like you said, a random person go, hey, yo, your shit fire. And that might give you, you know, that boost and stuff. But at the end of the day, if you always feel in your heart, I you know what I mean, I'm not doing enough, then you'll probably never be fulfilled. But I also think it's a balance, because you do need to push yourself. I don't think you should ever be 100% satisfied, but I think comparison is like I think people said it before, it's like comparison is like a happiness killer or something like that.
Yeah.
If you're constantly comparing yourself to something, you'll never be happy.
But me thinking my shit is not as where I think it should be is the only thing really pushing me, bro. Like, it's not like I'm not competing with nobody.
Yeah.
Competing with myself, obviously. But I feel like me not being fulfilled and not being satisfied with what I got now is making me want to search for that fulfillment in my pictures. And even then, now that I'm like, I feel like I'm kind of there with pictures, but I'm still not satisfied. Even then, I still want to push to something else, like videography,
right,
that I want to get into. It's just, there's things in life that I feel like if you don't push for it,
right,
and you don't feel fully satisfied and you're still pushing for it, I feel like those are the best things in life.
Yeah, those are the best things. I mean, you gotta always
niggas that come out talented, bro, they get bored, bro.
Yeah.
I know for a fact. There's people that come in middle school. There was a bunch of nice niggas who play ball. What they doing now, bro? They just smoking, bro. They don't want to play ball, but they bored of it.
That shit ass, you know. Yeah,
Yo,
like me.
Growing up, what was your niche, bro? Was you like a creative kid? Was you always like, was you an artist, anything like that?
He drew.
Bro, I really drew.
He did us drew. Yeah,
Anime,
he was
bro.
actually nice at that shit.
Bro, there's one nigga named Logan, bro.
This nigga stupid.
This nigga named Logan, bro. Mad cool, bro. I haven't heard from that nigga since elementary school.
Nigga,
That nigga
never
just
forget this
disappeared,
nigga.
bro. That's my nigga, bro. Shout out to Logan, bro. If you watching this, bro,
Yo,
I'ma find you.
You ever thought, y'all ever thought about that shit? Like, you ever just been sitting randomly at the crib and you think about somebody in your past and you're like, yo, I wonder what them niggas is doing. Because there's dead ass NPCs in your life. Like, they'll just be there and then they just go and they live their own life. Like, that nigga Logan, who knows what that nigga's doing right now? Yo, because we literally, and he was there for 1 year. I don't even think he finished the year.
Nah,
he was there for like 4th grade.
I think it was like 5 months he was there.
And he disappeared.
In
Like after
elementary?
a break, he just disappeared.
Bro. He came. He came. Nigga was cool as shit, and he just disappeared.
Yeah.
You remember how that nigga looked?
I dead don't, though. I dead
I
don't.
remember how he looked, but it's crazy.
Nigga said, I
it's
remember
like,
the vibes.
Imagine, yo.
You know what's crazy, bro? This nigga, we were drawing in class. We had a sub. We both drew Majin Buu from Dragon Ball Z, bro. He took my shit. I took his shit. I think I found that shit like at my old crib. I threw that shit out, bro.
You say you threw it out?
Threw it out, unfortunately, bro. My
Yeah,
fault.
bro. Kenny could draw. He could draw. Yeah,
Nah,
you know, I was never creative as a kid at all. There's no creativity.
No musically inclined. Nothing.
You know what this nigga doing? Niggas was just bagging bitches, bro.
I was not back
that's an art
Bagging
though
bitches
too.
in elementary school.
Nigga said that's a talent.
I'm saying that takes
right there.
technique.
Nah. I was not bagging bitch. He's chatting. I'm not.
Bro, niggas be in elementary school, nigga be getting chased around, bro.
Word. You was a tag type of nigga, bro.
Elementary school
Niggas
was
playing tag with
different.
the babas, bro. Niggas tough.
Elementary school is different because me and Kenny were both being attacked by these little ass girls and shit like that. Elementary school, yo, I was scared of girls, bro, until like fucking, to be honest, I was genuinely scared of females until like 9th grade, bro. Swear to God. Like I was not confident around girls, I should say. Like the way I always like got girls, I guess, was just being me. I think I told you this. Niggas always have that anxiety around women and shit like that because they treat them like they're a whole nother fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like there's a species or some shit, right? When you just relax, you're like your truest you, that's when you're gonna get the most attention from anybody, you know what I'm saying? So anytime I got a girl or whatever, it's just me with like my friends, like me, Kenny, and a group of niggas just making jokes and shit. Cause then that's just me. I'm comfortable, I'm just chilling, I'm being funny, I'm being confident, I'm saying what I do, right? And then, you know, girls, you know, they'll be inclined.
I don't know, actually.
Yeah, I was about to say, this nigga just,
I don't know.
All I heard was, bro, I'm the Rizzler.
Bro. You're both chatting. Nah, he's gonna call me the Rizzler. That ain't it. This nigga right here, bro. This nigga was getting, if not just as much, more females than me. That's just how it was.
How you feel about that statement?
This nigga chatting, bro.
Bro, come on.
This nigga is chatting.
Yo, niggas just be making shit up.
What do I gain from lying, bro?
Bro, I don't know. I don't know why
I
you
don't
do
gain
so
nothing
much.
from lying,
Bro, niggas literally, yo, I don't know if you remember this. You remember Ravinder, right?
Yeah.
Nigga came up to me one time. He said, Kenny's dating a girl. No, hold on. He said, I be getting girls. Shaq has his little situation. We had a friend named Shaq. He's like, Shaq had his little situation. All these niggas getting girlfriends. Even Kenny dating girls. Nigga, are you gay? He asked me if I was gay, bro, because I was not dating nobody.
But you see how he said even Kenny's getting girls?
No. But let me tell you why he said it like that. He only said it like that because, like, you know, me and Kenny were just like little puny, like, you know.
I wasn't worried about no girls at that time.
But no, Kenny wasn't worried, but they was worried about him. You feel me?
How tall was you when you was a kid?
He was not tall.
Nigga, I was like 4'11", bro, until like, I think I hit 5'2" when I was in ninth grade, bro. I swear to God.
Kenny was like probably like an inch or 2 inches taller than me, like our whole lives. And then one year, like I just didn't see him for some months. I came back and the nigga was like 6'6". I'm like, what the fuck? That didn't happen to me, but I seen it happen to Kenny. I'm like, I bet my time coming. I'm
up next.
It never happened. But it's okay because good thing, like the group I had in high school, they weren't that tall. You know, it was like Chris and shit. Niggas mad short and shit. So I always felt like I'm lit. Like, you know what I'm saying? All right, so you're in a relationship, right? And I most guests who've been on here, I've asked them the same question. Is there ever a conflict of interest, like your love life / relationship life into your creative life? Because I know some people, it may be a thing where maybe they don't understand why you're prioritizing time for your creative or whatever your passion you're chasing versus, like, you know, hanging out with them or just giving them the time.
One thing about my girl, I love her to death, bro. She is the most kindest soul on planet Earth, and she will always push me to do whatever I want, bro. If I want to go do photography,
I'm sorry.
Bro, if I want to do photography, bro, she's always gonna want to push me. If I don't have nobody to shoot and I really want to do a shoot, she'll throw a fit on, bro. If I need more exposure, she'll post me on her story. She'll tell her friends. She'll put me on her spam. Bro, she's the most supportive girlfriend supportive girl I've ever met in my life.
Okay. I think that's the first reaction we've had besides me, because my girl's the same way, bro. Like, bro, she pulled up to the ain't below the next shit.
Like, what? Fuck these bitches. So, like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm him. I'm that representation. But yeah, that's great, bro. And you know what's also good? I don't think I've also I wasn't checking for it. I ain't gonna lie. I'm also happy for you, for real, because around the same time we both were having like relationship problems. It was pretty bad. So I think that was another thing that brought us like closer again. Yeah, because
something to bond over.
Yeah, because we were like both in our bags and shit, and
fuck these bitches.
Bond over trauma.
Nah, I'm saying so. But nah, yeah, I'm definitely happy for you. I don't think I've ever said that to you, but I'm glad, you know. I
appreciate that.
You found that.
See, that's a very rare thing to find, bro, especially in this space and like anything creative. Like you be saying, bro, it's kind of hard to find somebody that could like see the vision type shit.
W girlfriend.
Yeah.
W girlfriend indeed.
Facts.
Do you ever feel like it's a time management thing though? Like with all the things you do in life, you go to school, you work, you have the photography thing going, and then you want to get into videography and, you know, keep advancing, and then you also have a relationship.
No, definitely, because when I'm in school, bro, I'm either there from morning to like night, and if I'm not at school, night. If I'm not in school, bro, I'm working. Like this past semester, I was going Monday through Thursday, and I was finishing around like 3. And right after school, I would go to work. And if I didn't have school that day, I had work. The only days off I had was probably like 2 days. And if I did have that day off, school. And it was kind of hard because I still had to balance my girlfriend. I still had to balance my job, my school work on top of that. So when I did have the chance to really do photography, it was like every now and then. Like,
yeah, it wasn't as available all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, did that ever shoot your motivation?
No. I knew as soon as I got my break, I was getting right back into it. Bro, as soon as my break started, I think I did like 3 shoots in a week, which is way more than I would do like regularly. I think in this past stretch of like, I've been out of school since the 16th of December. In this little stretch, I think I did like probably a good 20.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's
In a
great.
month, bro? That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I mean, you go to school, right? Do you think you go to school for you, or is it like a parent thing? Is it a
Definitely
security
parenting.
thing?
I feel the parent thing.
It's
You know, when your
parenting.
parents are immigrants
Yeah.
from Germany,
Yeah.
it's like they always prioritize school. So I'm not gonna go against what they want.
Right.
I'm gonna give them what they want. At the end of the day, it benefits me because I still have a backup plan in case shit don't work out.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a big problem. A big problem I had. They obviously wanted me to stay in school and stuff. I didn't, and I mean, eventually, they're your parents at the end of the day. They want what's best for you, but I feel like you get to a certain point in your life, you can't do things for other people. But it's again, it's not like I also actually applaud you because you did it. You know what I mean? In a sense, that's tougher. I think that's tougher than.
Finally about to be done with that.
You know what I'm
shit,
saying?
bro.
Yeah, you almost done too.
Finally.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Congrats on that, because
Facts.
that's something I couldn't do. I just
Yeah,
I
salute to you, bro.
And I always tell everybody, I feel like no matter what I put my mind to, I could do it. That's one thing I was like, I can't do it. I fucking hated it. It was also the point of like my life where I was at the time. It just, I wasn't really happy, and then all that extra stress, it built up, and I was like, fuck that shit. I just never I had no passion for it. And if I have no passion for things, I tend to not do them or nothing like that. But that's good. The relationship thing, I'm glad you found somebody who actually pushes you and cares for you, because
Nowadays, that shit is hard, bro.
it's
And
tough.
I was just about to
It's
ask, like,
tough.
how do you deal with burning out? Because I was,
Do you burn out?
In terms of what?
Like, just everything, bro.
Life.
Because you was talking about going to school, got a relationship, you still doing this photography shit, and your mental too, bro. Like, how do you deal with like everything? Like, do you ever get some you time type shit?
Personally, I feel like I'm an anti-social nigga.
Okay.
So like, I love being alone. My girl knows that. I always find time to just be alone, whether she's at work. I'll just be to myself, whether I'm like reading.
You got
or
your
something.
little pockets of time. and
Yeah,
shit.
bro. I always got my little pockets. If I get like 20, 30 minutes to myself, bro, I'm fine.
Okay.
I'll be fine. Like, if I burn out, I know I can always take a break. Like, I'm never stubborn enough to just continue doing something if I'm failing at it. Like, let's say I'm having an off week with photography, take a little break.
What's off week?
Like,
said,
my
I don't
shit
miss.
my shit is dirt.
Word, this nigga
Like-
don't miss. He's
Like,
trying.
I'm
Facts.
editing and I'm not really
You're not
liking
feeling
it.
it.
Like, I'm not really having nobody like saying like you want to shoot, like shit like that. Like, I'll get unmotivated. It's like I'll just take a little break. It's not that serious.
Kind of step back a little bit,
yeah,
decompress.
yeah.
Okay.
I feel like not a lot of people do that.
Yeah, I think it is important to take breaks. Sometimes it depends on where you're at.
Yeah.
Unnecessary breaks are dumb. Breaks that are too long isn't a break.
I've
It's
definitely
just
taken some
dumb.
unnecessary breaks.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I think we all have.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you gotta remember, like, if you're not good, and I think I fail to realize this sometimes, if you're not good mentally or even physically, if you're just not healthy, how are you supposed to grind? How are you supposed to get to it? You know what I mean? Sometimes I push myself to my limits, whether it's health wise, no sleep, some shit like that. But it's just like when I'm super passionate about something, bro, I just can't think of anything else besides that. I'll be at work, just think about the shit I'm passionate about. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't want to stop.
The thing with mentality is like, I feel like when you're bad mentally, like you put down other people. Like, you'll be at work, you'll see somebody having a bad mood. To me personally, I'm always wanting to uplift somebody. So I'm always there. I'm always making jokes. I always want to bring someone's day up. I'm never the person to just watch somebody suffer in a corner and just like mind my business.
Yeah.
I feel like you never want to spread negativity in a positive area. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They try to get a quote out.
Nah.
Nah, but that is true. It's a good point. I feel like you've always been that person. I'm not gonna lie. I think I've To a certain extent, it depends on who you ask.
Definitely depends.
I'm that person.
You asked me in middle school, nigga. I'm saying no.
He hates me.
I'm saying no.
Yeah, I heard some shit about Gio, bro.
It's like you either love me or hate me. There's probably no in between. I have either friends or enemies. There's no in between. I just have a strong personality. I always have. To my detriment sometimes, but it's just who I am. I can't really control it, hold it back. And then you have a strong personality, I think. Or I think, no, you calm down. But I think you had a stronger personality. And sometimes your energy and stuff like that, people didn't appreciate. You wouldn't agree?
Regards.
I mean, like for example, sometimes, in middle school and stuff, you just niggas is just kids at the end of the day. But like maybe sometimes you just too much. But I think I was also the same way in different regards. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like we just class in that regard.
No, it was just unnecessary shit for me for sure.
Bro, let me tell you something, bro.
Put me on, bro.
Niggas was in a party one day and we were talking about it, bro. I'm not even gonna say the reason, but it was the dumbest reason known to man, bro.
What happened?
This nigga, no, it wasn't him. It was some other nigga named Novar. I don't know what happened to that nigga. That nigga disappeared,
What's
bro.
his name? Novark?
Shout out that nigga Novar.
His name Chris.
But, bro,
there's another Chris.
Nigga said they was beefing with me, bro, because I was getting picked up from school, bro. Nigga said I gotta take the bus like everybody else.
Wait,
that's kid shit for sure, bro.
That nigga said that.
He not talking about me.
I'm talking about Novar, bro.
All right, well, I in middle school,
that was great.
In middle school, but that wasn't me. That wasn't me.
Yeah.
Nigga said they was beefing me because I was getting picked up, bro. That's not crazy.
Me, nah, bro.
Niggas was
it's
just jealous,
like,
bro. I'm not
niggas
gonna
was
lie.
struggling, bro. Like niggas have to take the bus. I didn't feel that way, but the nigga, like, I'm just saying, after a long day of school and we all take the bus and we don't get home for an hour and a half.
You see your mom in the car, she got fucking McDonald's or some shit.
Everybody happy and shit.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody sad and shit, and this nigga Kenny happy and hops in the car, goes home safe and sound and shit. But that wasn't me. I think, okay. Actually, I think this is a good thing to talk about. As kids, I feel like you're not thinking about other people sometimes. So it was like a mix of like maybe you're laughing, but maybe that person isn't taking it as a joke.
Son needs take 87. Be quiet. Alright, bet.
That was actually funny. Yeah, so I think, especially when you're younger, something you find funny at other people's expense and shit, maybe they don't find funny, and I think it took a minute for me to realize. I was just immature. Even in high school, I matured enough to see like where I was wrong, but I was still not the most matured person. You know what I'm saying? But definitely in middle school, it was like especially in those younger years,
Tell 'em, bro.
a lot of people have mob mentality, right?
Okay.
I feel like for some reason, I guess because my personality has always been a strong one, a lot of people get behind me.
Yeah, this nigga was a fucking group leader.
You was a trendsetter?
Nah, I don't want to say it like that.
Let me tell you, this nigga was a group leader, nigga, and I was just a fucking victim.
So me and Kenny were we were close. We were close in elementary. We were pretty cool in elementary, right?
Okay.
Middle school starts. I think 6th grade is good, right? I'd say around 7th grade, right? I say around 7th grade. The thing about me is that from where I come from and where how my family is, we're really like aggressively like fucked up. Like the amount of jokes we make towards each other and shit, like to me is normal. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But other people, it might not be normal. It might just be considered bullying and shit like that. But the way all of my friends, even since then, we just violate each other. We make the craziest jokes towards each other. There's nothing off limits. No time is a bad time. You know what I'm saying? We could say whatever we want. Kenny just happened to be like one of the biggest victims of such jokes. But
I don't know why, bro. I came to school, bro. I would get picked up and that's it, bro.
This is the thing. He still says he doesn't know why. I don't know if he even recognizes it today. Sometimes Kenny was unnecessarily, like, I don't want to say annoying, but he did a lot. He did a lot. He didn't.
I did.
He did a lot. He didn't.
We kids, bro.
Right. So it's like a easy victim type of thing. For example, like another thing, Kenny now his like emotional state, like he's way more chill and shit. But Kenny was like, I'd say you were kind of a hothead, or you were easy to like get like pick on, like get under your skin.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He was
It
easy
was like,
to get under his skin.
You know how you got a group of friends and there's always that one nigga that always gets like older jokes. I feel like now it's like if you were to consider your group, I'd say it's like Chris.
It's 100% Chris. But like. It's the nigga that's like the easiest to get under his skin. We always attack him the most.
Yeah, because that's like the running gag for a little bit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Easy to get under his skin. So it just happened, and then I think eventually it happened too far, and it just kept going. And since it kept going, and then there was different situations. We don't gotta talk about them specifically, but there was different situations. Like Kenny did some shit that was like, all right, nigga, that was a little weird. You know what I'm saying? So then it got worse and worse. I think. It stopped being like friendly jokes. It kind of got a little, you know,
a little bit more, ill
like,
intent type
ill
thing.
intent behind it for sure. And then like I said, it was mob mentality. So it's kind of like, oh, Franklin cutting his ass. Everybody cutting his ass. I said my government. Everybody cut that nigga ass. And then it just happened. And then it created like a little separation and shit. But then I remember like, damn, that was OD. I was like that was like too much.
Santi, take 836. I bet.
I don't remember shit we were talking about.
I got you. I was about to get into all right, bro. Basically everybody that I've known from you or that like you put me on to or tap me in, I feel like you always, like you said, you've been that bully type of nigga. Not a bully, but
what the fuck?
Not a bully.
That's not true.
But like you always been that real extroverted type of person around people, right? But now it's like you got a whole community around that shit, bro. Like niggas really grew up, bro.
It was good that I bullied you.
Nigga bullied everybody into being his friend.
The only reason I think you said that is because of the Hood Pope, David. I was also, but I didn't bully him like I bullied Kenny. Like me, I didn't bully fucking Kenny, bro. I just made a lot of jokes.
This nigga put me in a fucking headlock and threw me in the locker, bro.
No, I never.
You like, give him a wedgie too?
I never did that. Me and Kenny were the same size,
bro.
same weight, same everything. I was not fucking throwing Kenny in lockers and shit. Like, it's just that me being like, okay, so all right, I'm like 4 foot fucking 0. I'm like 25 pounds. And then I'm some really, really white looking Dominican kid. And it's like, all I had was like
your jokes.
Nah, my mouthpiece. You know what I'm saying? So I'm making jokes. I'm doing it. That was just me being the aggressor. Like that was me. That was me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't like the biggest nigga, loud, whatever. So I wasn't even the loudest per se, but I was just, the funny nigga, I guess. So, sometimes I did too much to be that type of nigga. But David, I didn't bully him. I just fucking fried him in basketball. And that's not something I changed. I'm very aggressive and competitive when it comes to shit like that. And I'm just used to, he couldn't handle it. Like, I'm just too good at basketball and I would cut his ass. That's it.
You play ball too, Kenny?
Oh, yeah.
You're in there.
Yeah, me and Kenny played ball a couple times.
Yeah.
You're in there.
Yo, we gotta set something up one day, bro.
Thursday, bro. Swear.
Oh, that's what y'all was talking about.
Yeah,
yeah, for sure. I'm going to that shit.
That nigga, he was one of them niggas that, I tore my ACL. Niggas.
Niggas the KD build.
Niggas would have been LeBron, but niggas always tear their ACL and shit like that. But,
yo, bro, it's so true. I tore my shit 3 times, bro.
Oh, nah, that's big nigga shit. Like, that don't happen to niggas.
Nah, you know what it was? It's because I wasn't being like I didn't train properly. Like since I started, because I started fake late. I started when I was in 7th, 8th grade. So I think I was by 13, 12.
To what, play basketball?
Yeah. Like ever playing basketball in a team.
We played basketball in middle school, but we fucking sucked. At least, we all sucked.
Bro, if I was an inch taller, bro, I'd be the same way, bro. I hit the benchmark.
Yeah, I we was just trash. We used to play basketball just to play that shit. We used to go to the park and all of that. We was fucking garbage, bro. But anyway, middle school, it's like, people had that mob mentality. I feel like kids growing up, I think it's important to go through those type of things, though. Not the bullying. Actually, bullying is good. Hold on. I ain't gonna lie. Bullying is dead ass good, bro. I'm pro bully.
To some degree, me too, bro.
Keep it a buck. I'm also pro bully.
I'm pro bully, bro. It dead ass builds character, my nigga. Like, getting bullied is the best thing that could ever happen. Now, those school shooters and shit like that, them niggas is pussy, bro.
Word,
them niggas is weak as fuck. Cause nigga, everybody get bullied. Everybody get their ass cut and shit like that. Niggas, that's the pussy way to do it. Go and clap everybody. Nah, nigga, you gotta go and grind.
Nigga about to get kissed.
And, I mean, bro, fuck it, bro. But school shooters is mad pussy. That's what it is. School shooters is the softest niggas alive.
Yo, the same energy that you put into going to find a gun, bro, put that shit on a diss track or some
You know what I'm
shit,
saying?
bro.
Like, well, you don't have to be a rapper, but like, just put that shit in and go on grind mode, bro.
That's what I'm
Like,
saying,
you here
bro.
trying to like clap 30 niggas and shit, and it really like that doesn't even do nothing because now you ruined your own life anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The best reaction is no reaction and just, you know what I'm saying, building yourself up. And so I'm pro bully. Bully the shit out. Yo, if you're anyone out there, your kids or whatever, bully, bro. Pro bully.
Yo,
Nah,
I
would
would
say-
say in a fucking full Nelson every time they get me saved.
Nah, I'm saying you got to bully nigga. All right, go ahead, because you was about to say, I wouldn't say, but nah, nigga.
No,
bully, nigga.
bro, you gotta get bullied, bro.
Yo,
But
bro, you got to get bullied, bro. Come
there's
on,
a difference
man.
between niggas that are just assholes and niggas that like, oh, bro, you can't take a joke type shit.
Yo, what do you, be honest, what do you think I'm an asshole?
I mean, this is how I looked at it.
Yeah, talk.
Because it's not like I didn't defend myself. I was saying jokes back.
Yeah.
But when you 1v27 niggas,
Yeah, it's kind of hard, bro.
it was me versus the class at one point, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck.
All right, but one time Kenny did some crazy shit, like in front of the class. He did some wacky shit
I did.
with the Shaq shit. But it doesn't matter.
I did.
It regardless, you know what I'm saying? I feel like we built Kenny to be a strong, independent man. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
all that.
Definitely
gotta get
teaching moments, bro.
Gotta get bullied, bro. Like the whole time I was like, you know, Kenny's gonna grow from this. You know what I mean? I was just thinking about it like that. And then, like I said, 9th grade shit came. Niggas was a little more mature because at the end of the day, 9th grade, what are you, like 13? You're not really mature anyway.
you
But
about
I hate
14.
Kenny up because I'm like, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, Kenny's the one nigga I've known since how long I've known him, and we're still like connected in a way. So
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I apologize for this and that, da-da-da. And then we just kept it pushing. I think from there, we never, ever had a problem again.
Nah.
Yeah.
And then from there, I introduced him to my high school friends and da-da-da and shit. you
Starting
know.
getting tapped in like that.
It's cool.
And then it just so happens, that's what I'm saying, it's crazy. You never really think about it, but it's kind of crazy that you started chasing the photography thing. I started chasing music. It's like,
Yeah.
and we've known each other for so long, but it's not something we thought about or talked about beforehand.
Bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. Certain things are supposed to happen. You have certain checkpoints.
You're supposed to get bullied, bro.
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
I was doing
I
really
grew thicker skin in the
if
end.
you think about it, I was doing God's work. Bullying the fuck out of you, bro. I was
Say,
just
yo,
trying
bro,
to create a
that-
better man.
That's a higher power, not me,
You know what I'm
bro.
saying? I didn't choose to do that. Nigga, God did. You feel me?
So
That
everything
nigga had
happens
me-
for a reason,
You know what
right?
I'm saying? Everything happens for a reason, bro. That was your checkpoint right there.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
shit.
saying?
But how did you transition from doing art? Like, when you still draw or not?
No, not anymore.
Was you just like?
Yo, he was
like-
actually really good though.
Was it like a fuck drawing? And
It
then
was-
pick up a camera.
It
or-
was at some point, I feel like because I still doodle in my book. Like, I still like, what?
No.
I'll still like draw a little shit like on the top of my notebook. I don't even know. I'll still draw a little shit on the top of my notebook every time I have like taking notes in class. Like if I get bored, I'll just draw something.
Yeah.
But it's not like something I'm like pushing towards. I think I stopped around like probably like freshman, sophomore year of high school.
Exactly.
And I don't know why.
Yeah.
It was just
Just wasn't.
I just straight away
I don't think
from
it was
it.
ever really a passion here.
Yeah,
Was
I
it?
just
You
did it
more of a
did
hobby type thing.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Kenny used to do TikTok edits.
Oh, word?
I'm not
was
TikTok, Vine edits. And I swear to God, I used to think those was the coolest shit ever. I'm like, yo, how does he do this shit? Like,
Bro, anime, bro, that shit used to be tough.
Nah, word. With the Call of
Bro.
Duty shits too?
Nah.
he did Call of Duty videos.
I did like
but not-
two.
yeah,
I did like two.
But he did not. He did Vine, like Vine edits. It was like, it was
Vine
like,
anime edits.
yeah,
and
it was
shit.
like anime. It would be like scenes from anime, and then it would be like music, like, and it was hard. It was pretty hard.
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
I used to always be like, yo, I kind of want to do this shit. Like, but I couldn't
Yeah,
figure
looking
it out.
for
That's what I'm saying. My
That's just
brain
tough.
didn't like. I didn't have no creative shit in my brain. I don't know why. Like, I was always the type of person who, my best quality, I think, was bringing people together.
Yeah.
Like, okay, bringing friend groups together and then introducing people. Like, I was kind of like, I was like Nick Fury. You know, I was being like,
Yeah, bro, you said that, man. Swaggy, bro.
I said it's swaggy? Because y'all laughed at me like that was the lamest shit I could have said. It was pretty lame, but you know what I'm saying. I'm like,
Nigga said, I'm kind of Nick Fury.
I'm like the nigga who brings every nigga together. That was my best quality. But then yeah, the creative shit. Or maybe I was always creative. I just never expressed it. I was never good at it. But I felt like people around me were way more creative than me anyway.
Okay.
But I'm just I think I'm just a hard work type of nigga. Like, I'm the type of nigga, like, no matter what I want to do, I feel like I could get it done with hard work. Like, if I wanted to, I'm so arrogant. Like, if I'm like, if I wanted to learn how to be a videographer, I could do it. Like, I'll pick up a camera and learn that shit just by trial and error. Keep working on it.
Is that something that you feel, Kenny? Because I remember I was on the phone with you earlier and I was telling you that shit. Like, I fake lost that. Like, bro, what you was talking about with school, relationship, all that, you balancing all those things is kind of like, bro, I used to do that all the time. But I feel like I kind of lost that dog in me, bro. Now I'm just more focused on one thing and one thing only. And I'm trying to master that before I do anything else. Do you feel like, what did you say again? You just said something.
That no matter what, I have a level of arrogance where like no matter what it is, I feel like through hard work, trial and error, I could figure it out. I could learn how to. If I want to learn how to fucking fly a plane, I can learn that shit.
Is that something you feel like you have, bro?
I'll say so.
Yeah.
I feel like if I didn't push myself to do school, I wouldn't be there. I wouldn't be where I'm at right now. I wouldn't be almost done. I have one more semester left. If I didn't want to push towards being able to be good photographer, I wouldn't be where I am right now. You'd be dirt.
Yeah.
I'd be dirt. If I didn't push myself to where I want to be, I wouldn't be where I want.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like if you make the time for all these things and you manage your time properly, you can do a lot of things at once.
Yeah.
I could definitely learn, if I really wanted to, I could definitely learn videography while at school, while at work, if I wanted to, which I'm going to try to do. But it's just time management.
Where does the videography come? Because you said, I know that's something you want to transition into. Is it like a...
I feel like you just have more creativity with that shit.
No, but when is it right for you to... When do you feel like it'll be time to start that transition?
Or is it one of those things where it's like, I'm thinking about it's going to come soon, though?
It's a now thing. If I want to start, I'm going to start now.
Okay.
It's just, when am I going to be able to invest the money into a gimbal? When am I going to be able to invest money into this? That's the thing. Because I'm still watching videos on how to do specific things so that when I have equipment, I can just go right into it. I'm just literally trial and error at that point.
Okay.
I just feel like people wait too long to try things. Some people want to do music, but when are you going to start writing? Even though you don't have like studio time. When are you going to take your phone and start recording anything? Yeah,
people always, there's always going to be an excuse. I always say that all the time. Like, no matter what, you're always going to feel like you could have better equipment, more time, more money, more whatever. Like, nigga, just do it. It don't matter. Whatever you have, whatever resources you have, you either find more or you work with what you got and you get it done. You know what I'm saying? There's no excuses, bro. Life doesn't feel bad for you. Nobody feels bad
blessings,
for you.
man, for sure.
Yeah, bro. Gotta keep the grind up and shit like that.
Yeah, I asked you that because I know some people, they kind of feel like... they're not as arrogant, like they're not as aggressive with their passions and shit. They're more of a laid back type of person and like, that's what I do. But yeah, I was curious on what you was thinking about that.
Nah, I think that having that dog is definitely important, like that dog in your heart. You know what I mean? You like, yo, you can't be. You got to be delusional a little bit, but you can't be too delusional. But you got to feel like, yo, I'm that nigga. I could do whatever I put my mind to. Like if I feel like fucking being a videographer and I'm feeling like being the best videographer there is, I could do that shit. And it's also a self-confidence thing. Did you ever like that self-confidence? And I don't just mean in photography. I mean in general.
I mean, even today I still lack self-confidence. I feel like that's just something you build over time. And I feel like, to me at least, there's not going to be a time where I'm overly confident about anything. I'm always going to go into something unsure about something or anxious about it because I have really bad anxiety. Niggas know, like, bro, I lock my core like 4 times before I walk away from it. But even now, where I'm more confident in my pictures, I still go into shoots hoping that they come out the way I want them to come out. I'm still going into them like, fuck, bro, like, what if I fuck this up? Like, what if I waste this client's time? What if I waste this person's time? It's just an anxiety thing, and I'm always self-conscious about what I'm trying to do.
I mean, do you think that's a good thing or a bad thing? I feel like...
it pushes me to do more, for sure.
I guess,
it makes me want to make sure that this comes out great.
Yeah, I guess you can't be confident to the point where you're comfortable, maybe, but yeah, it's always good to have a little level of anxiety. I definitely think it gets... well, for me anyway, because I definitely had, I have bad anxiety, but I had terrible anxiety when I started this shit. It got easier over time a little bit. And when you trust yourself a little bit more, I think that also your results, that provides the best results.
Bless you.
Yeah, go crazy, man.
Thank you, Kenny. I thought y'all were going to take over and talk while
I feel like niggas is having confidence in you also builds like.
Yeah, for sure. That's true, but then it's also that's
super
like
unreliable.
that's super unreliable. Like if you rely on other people's confidence, and you like a nigga like me, I don't even fucking believe niggas. I told this nigga when we first started working, he like, yo, your music fire. I'm like, this nigga lying to me. Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? If I didn't feel that way about it myself, no matter what niggas told me, I would kind of like, this nigga, I'll take it with a grain of salt. Like if niggas come up to me now, yo, cause the genuine shit, sometimes I've just met so much fake people and seen so much fake shit. I take everything with a grain of salt until like it's proven to me like, okay, this is a genuine person. He wouldn't lie to me. But so
this nigga thought that shit of me at one time, bro, because he would send me songs and I would always reply with the same shit, bro.
But I would genuinely,
bro, I genuinely
feel like that shit is tough.
Yeah,
I'd be like, nah, this nigga just lying. Like this nigga copy and pasting from the last conversation.
Nigga said, bro, use the same emojis in the same order, nigga.
Everything,
like,
bro. Same amount of H's on the 9, all of that, bro. I'm like, yo, this is crazy.
All caps too.
But nah, yeah, that's something I definitely struggled with. But
what's your process like, Kenny? Like, you don't gotta like give away too much sauce, but how do you approach start to finish?
I think I know your process.
What's my process?
Nah, I'm not gonna say it.
The process of like how I take pictures.
Yeah, like start to finish,
like editing.
Yeah,
personally, I walk in that shit.
Okay. Yeah, Tokyo shit, Kenny.
Nah,
you about to go crazy.
This is all I do, bro. I walk up to them, like, yo, blah, 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 blah. Alright, you want to start here? Boom. I'll just take pictures. You like how this looks?
Okay.
Nah, move to a different spot. You like how this looks? Yeah? Alright. So, I'll really just take pictures to the point where it's like one of them is going to come out tough.
Yeah.
And once you like that one tough one, I already know the type of style you want.
Okay.
So, for example,
some real trial and error type shit.
So I wanted to ask you and shit, like, how do you go about, like, I mean, you don't choose your clients choose you, but how do you go about choosing who you shoot with versus who you don't shoot with?
I mean, for the most part, niggas will hit me up on, like, Instagram. They'll DM me, whatever. If you have no profile picture,
yeah.
If you have 300 followers and 9,000 following, and if you have no posts, I'm not shooting with you. I'm not linking you.
Yeah.
You're fucking weird.
That's weird.
You responding to them or you just leaving them?
I don't respond to them.
Okay.
Sometimes if I'm bored, I'll low-key respond. Yeah. Just to see what they gonna say.
And shit like that.
Bro, because there was this one time, this nigga, this is a nigga I knew him from high school. I knew him from high school. But he was so weird. He was like cringy. Like, he would act hood and then go home and be a fucking nice guy.
What's his
like,
name?
he would post it. What's his name?
Yeah.
This nigga named fucking, I forgot his name, but he looked, if you was to combine Jaden and Leo, and they were skinny.
Okay.
I don't think I ever seen Jaden. I know how.
Nah, you never seen Jaden.
If you was to combine Jaden and Leo and he was skinny, that's him.
That's how he looked, and he was just some weird nigga.
He was just some weird nigga. Like
you never ended up shooting with him.
I never ended up shooting. He hit me up multiple times when I first started. But I just never linked him because it's like, I don't know, like he was just weird vibes.
So it's not all about, my bad, it's not all about bread to you. Like, if a nigga's talking bread to you,
it's not. If you're giving out weird vibes, I'm not shooting with you, bro. I don't care how much you pay me.
Yeah.
This is weird.
And I think it's kind of hard, especially as a cameraman, just in general. Like, you kind of got to vibe out with the client you're working with in order for it to be.
Because it's a whole shoot. Like,
you're not just going to sit there and...
Yeah, like, I mean, you can, but that's just not ideal.
I've definitely had some awkward shoots.
Yeah. What's your worst shooting experience?
This nigga had, he came with his family. No, not his family. He came with his, I think it was his sister or his aunt or something. And we shot for like, max 15 minutes. He goes, do I gotta stay the whole hour? I'm like, no. And he's like, alright, but I'm paying you for the whole hour. I'm like, okay.
Was that a bad experience though?
It's not a bad experience. It was just the weirdest one. I don't think I've had a bad experience, but out of all of them, this would probably be the worst.
Okay.
It was just weird because like this is when I first started too. Like I was probably like 5 months deep. That's probably how I started. Nigga was like, yeah, can I leave after like 15 minutes? I'm like,
little auntie, 15 minutes real quick, and then
yeah, bro.
Like, that is like the fuck you want.
It's like, why did I come all the way to the city for just 15 minutes?
I guess.
But I mean, I got my bread,
so
it's like fuck it.
Shit. Do you? My bad. I know I keep cutting you off. Do you have a set?
I forgot what I was gonna say anyway.
Do you have? Niggas about to make shit up. Do you have a set? Have you ever I don't want to say violated, but have you ever maybe you finesse a nigga, like you charge him a little more depending on who he is? Maybe do you do any I don't want to say favors, but maybe if it benefits you in, say, like maybe like a networking aspect or exposure, would you like maybe offer free shoots or maybe a little discount? Do you do anything like that? Because I know we had the Hood Pope up here and he said like no matter what, you don't do like no discounts or nothing like that. He doesn't mind working with people's budget if they need like if it needs to be, but he doesn't really change his price or anything like that. Like, does exposure matter to you more than the money, or are you just set on your price?
I think I'm just pretty set.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if I have a set, like if I'm pricing myself at a certain like type of value,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's what my pictures are valued at.
Mm-hmm.
I can't really bargain with you on how much I feel like I'm worth.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like if someone was to book you for a show,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like, I'll give you 10K to, do a show. And you
fuck, yo.
But let's say, nigga, you feel like you worth more, bro.
Wait, nigga. Nah, yeah, I feel.
Let's say you worth more, bro. Like, I'm not gonna sell myself short.
Yeah, for sure. You should have used a way smaller number for me. I'm dead. I'm pulling up, nigga. What song you need? I'm dead, nigga. I don't give a fuck.
So you want 2 projects? I got you.
I'm here, nigga. I don't give a fuck. But yeah, nah, I know what you say. I don't think you should ever sell yourself short, no matter who you are. I guess it depends. Maybe if there's a big opportunity that might eventually lead to.
I feel like there's exceptions everywhere.
There's exceptions to every rule. Yeah. That was a great.
I was just about to say. I think. I don't think necessarily. You just got to pick and choose. Like you got to be smart with how you move in those type of spaces.
Mm-hmm.
If you know is gonna get exposed, like you said, exposure, all that shit. you. No, I'm trying to process my shit, bro.
Niggas just so like.
Slam the fuck out that table.
But nah, yeah, you gotta see. I fucking lost my train of thought.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean. I was trying to keep my shit together, but I couldn't keep composure. It's a late ass shoot. I think this is the latest we've ever shot.
Yeah.
And a lot happened today.
A little loopy right now.
A little loopy and shit. But now you wanna finish that thought? You forgot?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I know you personally and shit, Kenny. We've had a lot of personal conversations and shit over the years, obviously. As we get older, I think it's easier for us to have those more serious conversations and shit like that. Nigga panicking right now.
My mom texted me.
Oh, my fault. Anyway, but, what's like, what do you fear the most? Not in a physical sense, but maybe in your life. What's your biggest fear?
Be mentally, physically, anything, bro.
Honestly, probably loneliness.
Okay.
I like being alone, but I don't like being alone. You know what I'm saying? I like being alone where I know I could always turn to somebody.
Okay. Like you have the choice of loneliness where you if whenever you feel like it's time to be social, you need someone to talk to, you have that option.
Yeah. Cause solitude fucking sucks.
Yeah.
There's only so much you can do by yourself. At some point, you gotta ask somebody for help.
Mm-hmm.
And some people just don't have that. They can't put their pride to the side.
Yeah.
They got too much ego.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, at some point, you need somebody else.
Yeah. And bro, I think as humans, bro, we are social creatures. So niggas do have to talk to one another.
Yeah, eventually a certain amount of isolation just it's like fucks with your shit. What's your biggest fear?
Probably like
Nigga
I don't want to say
nothing.
exactly.
Niggas just yo.
That nigga don't fear nothing.
There's no fear in this nigga heart.
Nah, honestly, just off the top of my head, it's probably some aspect of that. Not necessarily loneliness, but being like just old and bitter and fucking
Like regretful.
Nothing to show for it.
Yeah.
Y'all live with any regret?
Nah.
Y'all know me.
Nah. I feel like if you live with regret, that's like you're stuck in the past.
Yeah, I always preach that, bro. I live with no regret. Every decision I've ever made, it just led me to where I'm at right now.
Do y'all ever go back and forth about that? Because I actually do. Like whether or not I regret shit.
It might be the dumbest shit. Like I'll be like, damn, like I wouldn't technically regret it in the sense where I'm like, oh man, my life would be so different. Like I really wish I could go back in time and change this.
Mm-hmm.
But it'd be my curiosity. Like, damn, I wonder what would have happened if so and so. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like for that, it's just normally I'm just some horny nigga, so it normally would be this. Like
Honestly,
it's normally like, oh damn, I wonder if I really would have like fucked with her or we stayed fucking with each other or whatever. That's me. Like there's definitely some girls that are like, oh man.
Honestly, bro,
I want to
like,
say a name, but
I feel like if you live with regret and hate and like anger towards people in the past, it's like
Kenny would have never fucked with me.
Yeah, bro. Like, there's a lot of people.
True,
I ain't gonna lie. There's a lot of people that shitted on me, bro. But if they
You
was
think
to
I shitted on you though?
I don't think you shitted on me, but you was getting there. But there's a lot of niggas who really. There's a lot of niggas who shitted on me, and it's like if they was to come now, I would forgive them. I wouldn't forget, but I would forgive them. I wouldn't feel no type of way. I would move past it. I feel like I'm a very forgivable person.
Yeah, loneliness is scary. I feel like I have that problem too. I don't know if that's my biggest fear. I think my biggest fear is I want to say failure, but I think failure is also a perception thing. Like, what do you define failure as? You might fail. You fail at things all the time, but you're supposed to fail in life. But I mean that feeling of unsatisfaction. Like you're like, damn, like
you didn't put all your shit on the table.
I could have done more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's the only thing I think I'd regret.
That was crazy.
I'm sorry. Excuse me. I really thought you couldn't hear it. I thought I like moved away. It don't matter. That'd be the only thing I'd say I'd regret if there was something I feel like I could have done, but I didn't put my maximum effort into, and that's why it didn't happen. I'm gonna forever feel like I could have changed the outcome of that situation. But so I think failure, loneliness is pretty up there for me. It's weird. You ever felt like, even when you're like, when do you feel your loneliest?
Like 3 a.m.
Oh, you give me a specific time.
Like 3 a.m.
Why 3 a.m.?
I don't know. I feel like everybody just sleep. I feel like everybody sleep. Who am I
Why
calling
you
at
not
3
sleeping?
a.m.? I'll stick to my thoughts.
Okay.
I'll be sad at night.
When do you feel your loneliest?
I mean, my name is Lonely though, bro. I kind of.
I didn't answer.
I feel I'm about to say.
Nigga
like,
never lonely,
I
but
feel like
I-
I feel like that all the time, honestly, bro. Just in terms of like nobody is like me, bro. Like my personality, the way I move, how I think.
Nigga lonely as a
Nigga
as
lonely
a
in the
demon,
clouds,
though. Yeah. Nigga lonely, but he on BT right now. But
I think it's just more of a.
But define loneliness. What are you using loneliness as?
Like solitude? Confinement?
You feel like you're on a whole nother level? Like on that type of loneliness? Or you just mean like nobody understands you type of loneliness?
Both, bro.
Okay.
It's like, bro, I really feel like I'm him, but nobody can see.
That you're him?
Yeah, type shit.
Yeah, I think I feel
I've actually never thought about that like in depth like that, bro.
what kind of loneliness you feel, or when you
Yeah.
feel your loneliest? I feel my loneliness when I feel like when I'm like in a conflict with myself, cause like it's like I feel like there's nobody really understands you anyway. Nobody's ever gonna understand you. But if you're at a conflict with yourself, you don't understand you. It's like nothing makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, but loneliness in the sense of like being around people and shit, it sucks sometimes, right? Because sometimes you feel like you don't have. You might even have people. It's again, it goes back to perception. If you feel like you can't call nobody and have that genuine conversation and shit like that, and even when you can, sometimes you just have that feeling you can't. Oh, they're not gonna understand. Oh, you know what I mean? They're not gonna get what I'm going through. That shit is the loneliest feeling ever. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit sucks. I hate that shit. And then also as a man, I think I said it before, but like affection is not something like a lot of niggas are given. You know what I mean? I feel like that plays a big part of it. Like even from their homes, like from like it could be parents or loved ones or family, whatever. You're not shown that same affection as like, you know, a girl or like a baby, whatever. You know what I mean? Once you're a grown ass man, it's like you a grown ass man, nigga, get over that shit. So like finding the right woman, I think that I mean, I'm only speaking from an outside perspective at this point, but I feel like that could help at least having that woman's affection and, you know, that type of love being thrown your way. I feel like that's something I've never had, even in my relationship. When I had one a couple years ago and shit like that, I feel like that was the biggest thing that I lacked in my relationship.
Like just affection?
Yeah, I feel like she wasn't like the most affectionate person. I don't think she necessarily didn't like care for me or love me, but I just don't think her showing her affection was, you know, the proper way of. Yeah.
I think I had like the opposite problem. I feel like I just didn't know how to show my affection.
Yeah, I think now I have that problem. You know, I had a conversation with a girl, you know, I've associated with. It wasn't that long ago, but she was basically telling me like, and I didn't realize it until she said it, right? She was like, every time she tried to show affection, I didn't know how to receive the affection. Like I was like it made me a little uncomfortable and shit. And that's because I didn't know how to show. I genuinely like being around her and I fucked with her and shit like that, but I didn't know how to show it. So this whole time she thinking I don't even fuck with her. That's what she told me. And the whole time I really genuinely fucked with her. It's crazy. It didn't occur to me until she said it, and I started going, damn, you're kind of right. I was a little pushy, like, you know what I mean? A little resistant because like affection is just. It's hard to receive sometimes.
It's a little hard to master and shit, bro.
Yeah, it's a little scary too, bro.
Yeah, it is scary. It's like a sense of
vulnerability,
right? And you know, being vulnerable to the wrong people might be like fucked.
Deadly, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So you kind of put that guard up, have that wall up. It gets a little difficult, for sure. But nah, yeah, man. I just wanted to ask you that because, like I said, we've had a couple conversations in life, but I think knowing what people are afraid of and knowing what people strive for, they're going for, whatever, just their goals in general, and then what I think you could get a lot, you know a lot from a person knowing what they're most afraid of. You know what I mean? So it that drives you. You know what I mean? Like the failure thing drives me every day, and that's kind of why I push myself. I always feel like I've never accomplished enough where I've gotten that acknowledgement from people like I care for or I want it from. Yeah. So I always use that every day. Like there's like kind of a chip on my shoulder and shit like that. I mean, I can't speak for you two when you said the loneliness, if that pushes you guys, but it was just a question out of curiosity and shit like that.
For sure. Yeah, shout out to my editor Santi too, because we was talking about that. Everybody has their own fuel, bro.
Yeah, oh yeah. We were having a great conversation about that. Like, we were kind of not arguing, but we were kind of on opposite sides. Me and him, anyway. Oh yeah. Because I told him like the fuel I use is like, I forgot what was I saying exactly, but I was basically saying I'm so stubborn to the point where I'm like, this shit has to work. I gotta make it work. And he was basically telling me like that's how he used to think, but he doesn't think that way no more. You know what I mean? Like he kind of on your side, I believe. On the like, you know, at the end of the day, life is, you know, reality kicks in, but life is what you make it. But me, I'm just like, nah, man, I'm hell bent. I'm like, yo, I gotta make this shit happen, and that's how I feel. I think I know it'll work to my, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what the word would be, but I feel like that my benefit. Oh man, thanks, man.
Bro, I got you.
Yeah, I appreciate that so much. But yeah, bro. Yo, all right, guys. So we're having a little bit of technical difficulties and shit, but we appreciate y'all for tuning in. We're definitely gonna have Kenny up here again. We appreciate you for coming.
Facts.
Like I said, it wasn't too hard to get Kenny up here. Me and Kenny have known each other for like 17 years plus and shit. Fuck. Me and Kenny have known each other for like 17 years plus and shit, so it definitely wasn't hard getting him up here. It definitely won't be his last time fucking with building blocks and shit, but we appreciate y'all for tuning in. It's been Gio, my son Lonely.
Yes, sir.
Kenny, I feel like you should work on that name.
Chill, bro.
I love you, Kenny. You know, on IG. We're going to have his Instagram and the bio and all his socials and shit. We appreciate y'all for tuning in to another episode. Then Building Blocks, we love y'all so much. Oh, last thing. To all of our audio people, I don't know how the fuck something's gonna flex this for the audio, but I don't know. Yeah. But we appreciate y'all for tuning in. We have a great audio audience. It's actually bigger than our video audience. We love y'all so much. We're on fucking Amazon, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts. We love y'all so much. It's been Building Blocks again. We appreciate y'all for tuning in to another episode. And see y'all in the next one.
But that shit is trash. You like who he dissing, bitch. You dissing, you now get it back. I'm GBG. Call me Gio, aka to go. His bitch wanna talk, don't wanna speak, bitch, come and give me throw. When I drop a song, they all tune in, I already know. She said I did it wrong, but somehow she couldn't let me